Yu-Gi-Oh!, Jujutsu Kaisen, Bleach, One Piece, My Hero, Attack on Titan, Beyblade, Yu Yu Hakusho all came out with underperforming games that somehow piss off both the gaming community and the anime community. It's literally animated. It's so close to a game already. How can this be constantly a failure that we are expecting? The only games that have a hope of being decent or good are Dragon Ball, Naruto, Demon Slayer was alright, and hopefully Hunter x Hunter, but don't hold your breath. 2024 is supposed to be a huge year for my favorite anime of all time, Hunter x Hunter. Wait a second. The new volume is supposed to drop for the first time in a decade on September 4th this year. And the game coming out for it that's supposed to be out this year has zero hype around it. It's not even getting hype from the Hunter x Hunter community, the most positive and loyal fan base in all of anime communities. All my Hunter x Hunter fans out there might not even remember or know in the first place the name of this game. What is the name of it? That's right. You probably not knowing, it's called Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact. The hype, the marketing has just not been there for this game, and it's understandably so with the state of all of the anime games that have came before it. And it's a damn shame that this is happening to the Hunter x Hunter community. I should know all about how positive the Hunter x Hunter community is because I'm the main one stalking Tagashi's Twitter page to find out which page he's working on. I can't even understand or read what he's writing. I just know it's fire. I've been an anime fan my whole life, from growing up on Pokemon, Bakugan, Beyblades, growing up a bit and watching Yu-Gi-Oh!, Naruto, and Dragon Ball, to growing up again and watching Hunter x Hunter, Vinland Saga, Tower of God, and Berserk. It's to the point where I don't even consider myself an anime fan anymore, because it's not like I'm watching something else. And I've watched so many where I thought to myself, hey, this would make a crazy game. And then my memories of playing My Hero 1 Justice and Jump Force come and stomp me in the back of my head. There is no reason why Yu-Gi-Oh! Can't make a good story-based RPG. There's no reason why Jump Force was what it was. There's no reason Avatar: The Last Airbender can't make a co-op action adventure series work. But yet here we are. In 2024, and the whole gaming anime community is salivating for Budokai Tenkaichi 4 when there's 37 other animes not putting in their end of the bargain, not pulling their weight at all. By the way, y'all, I'm the Bread Show. I give my opinion on anything Pokemon, Nintendo, video game, and anime related. Believe it. Anyways, let's look at the Budokai Tenkaichi series because that's probably the best series of any anime game out there. But people don't realize that before Budokai Tenkaichi, before Xenoverse, before Kakarot, there was Dragon Ball Advanced Adventures, a top-down beat-em-up game for the Game Boy Advance. It is so crazy how desperately I wanted a Beyblade game growing up, and they can't even figure out a way to make a good mobile game. Why is it constantly such an issue, such a problem, such a complication to make a good anime game? A serviceable anime game. Anime is one of the most dramatic, intense, action-packed, story-driven forms of media out there. Then game companies see that and make Bleach Immortal Soul, a card-based RPG, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Makes Dungeon Dice Monsters an interactive board game. What kind of backwards world are we living in? As a matter of fact, it's almost purposeful. People constantly nowadays are always putting the whole, they're just doing it for money or the cash grab label, and they'll put that on anything, even if it's not true. So very rarely is the whole cash grab thing actually the case. But ladies and gentlemen, let the Bread Show tell you that what we are witnessing today is cash grabbing textbook. Oh, what? You don't believe me? We got a good One Piece live action Netflix original before we got a good One Piece game. We must take to the streets and shout from the rooftops this travesty. I'm sorry, y'all. This video originally had way more structure to it, I promise. But when I got up in here, sitting in front of this camera to talk about what I have to talk about, some things just roll off the chest I need to get off my chest. And let me put it to y'all like this. Stop with the Arena Fighter Storm clones, especially without having Storm quality. Look here, y'all. There are many reasons why the anime gaming community is where it's at today. Money motivations, outsourcing development, all the linear gameplay with the Arena Fighter clones and the card games. And the only semi-legitimate excuse that I've found was that the games aren't going to be caught up to wherever the anime is. For example, when My Hero 1 Justice came out, the game was up to about the end of season 2, even though the anime at that point was around season 3 or season 4. but when the game came out. So I guess that explains it a little bit. But none of these excuses are valid enough for the consistent trash that we've been getting. Most people are hyped for the Budokai Tenkaichi 4 or Sparking Zero game. I am more hyped than anybody else could even imagine or think of. I grew up playing Budokai Tenkaichi 2. Most people grew up playing Budokai Tenkaichi 3, that's fine. Budokai Tenkaichi 2 was great. It had all the story beats from Dragon Ball Z's beginning to I think GT's end, and it also had the movies in there. It had the Garlic movies in there. It had the Turles movies in there. It had everything in there. It had beam struggles. It had everything. One of my favorite things to do in that game was to go through each character, each 100 some characters, and read all of their bios and where they were from and what their stories were. And that game legitimately helped me round out the whole story of Dragon Ball before, you know, streaming services and everything was around to watch it subsequently. So that game is going to carry us all. And I mentioned Yu-Gi-Oh! A few times in this video, and to be honest with you, yes, they have come out with some bad RPGs, but they have redeemed themselves with Duel Link coming out, what has it been, 8 years now, and Master Duel coming out. Now there's a legitimate place where people can gather and play online and play their best decks and everything online. But trust me, y'all, Yu-Gi-Oh! Still needs a good RPG. They still need one. The best one they have was Yu-Gi-Oh! DX Duel Academy. And it was basically a game where you just put yourself into the GX Duel Academy that they had in the anime. It was pretty good. It was pretty serviceable. It did what it was pretty bare bones, but it was good. And I know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Games are hard, kind of similar to Pokemon games, but even to a greater extent, because there are so many cards that you have to put in the game, and each card takes up so much data, and there might not be animations, there might not be room for an RPG around that, but come on now. We are overdue for a good Yu-Gi-Oh! RPG, single player, multiplayer, whatever. Console, whatever, mobile, whatever. I'll take anything at this point. Hopefully, with Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact and Budokai Tenkaichi 4 coming out in the this fall, there should be a new wave to the whole anime gaming community, similar to how the One Piece live action brought a new wave to the whole live action anime community, because that was horrible. Before, there was an era of Dragon Ball Evolution, and that was the live action anime community. And then One Piece came in and changed all of that. And by the way, they made a Dragon Ball Evolution game. Don't look it up, you'll burn your eyes. They should be ashamed of themselves with some of the stuff that they've been putting out. There are marketable anime, there are good animes out there that aren't Naruto or Dragon Ball. The Jujutsu Kaisen game that came out this year, I think it was this year, what is happening? What are we doing here? It's literally the hottest anime out. They dropped the game when the anime was being talked about because the episodes were being released, and y'all come out with that? I can't think of one good Avatar: The Last Airbender game, and that's even worse than not having a Jujutsu Kaisen game. I'm sorry, y'all. Anime month started a little bit early. And start for real, not talking about anime video games, but talk about actual anime next month. There will definitely be Hunter x Hunter videos, definitely Dragon Ball videos. I'm gonna try to get some collabs and get those videos in. So yeah, anime month is starting in September, and we coming in hot with some hot topics, you feel me? Because I've been into anime and I haven't been putting that on the channel as much, but now I will. No more excuses. There will be anime videos. There will still be Nintendo and Pokemon videos and all the other stuff for all you other people that enjoyed that thing, but just introducing some anime some more to the channel. If y'all like this video, you are guaranteed to like all my other videos, except for the fact that I didn't get as mad as I did with in the other videos as I did in this one, because this one was building up in my soul. But hey, it is what it is. You're guaranteed to like all my other content. Spread love, give inspiration in all you do, and peace out.
Welcome to the Show. Take 2.